more about the quality of oils. So I started, as I said a few years ago, with a girl that was making her own lotions and potions and balms and such, right? I have no idea where her oils originated, where she got the oils in which to put into her blends and her balms and that sort of thing. When I first heard about Young Living, it was discussed of this seed to seal process. So I started evaluating what that meant, and like many of you, I would go on Amazon.com and go, oh my God, this is so much cheaper. Why are they selling it so much cheaper? And if I'm going to use this extensively in my training kennel, maybe I should look at some of the less expensive blends. And I'll tell you now why you don't want to do that and why I decided to stick with Young Living and only Young Living. Young Living is very much about integrity, quality, the best experience that you can have, not only with the use of their products, but with their company as a whole. And so when they are planting, they are the owners of the field that the plants go into. They own and operate the companies that do the growing, the harvesting, and the distillation, and the bottling, and the distribution. So they have made sure that any seed and plant is going into pristine land. These lands have never had any chemical fertilizer or pesticides or anything of that nature exposed to the crops that they grow. That's a big deal, right? So if we're talking about how to take our families and our homes chemical free, why would we then want to put something back in our body that is chemical, has been processed with chemicals? So we know the land is pure. We also know with Young Living that they use no solvents, no chemicals of any kind with which to extract those resins and oils out of the plants that they're using. They use nothing to expand the volume of the oils. So I share in one of the classes that we teach a big bottle of lavender that I purchased on Amazon and a small bottle of the Young Living. They are distinctly different in fragrance. One smells much richer and purer. I'll use the word pure. You may not know what that means. But the bigger bottle often has an alcoholic base to it. When you smell it, it's like smelling a bottle of alcohol. So generally speaking, if we have a company that is selling an oil for the same price for every oil that they're selling, they are doing something in a mass production format that reduces the quality of that oil. Companies only have to include 5% of the bottle has to be pure for them to call it pure essential oils. Well, what's the other 95%? Nobody knows. Sure, there are many companies other than Young Living, I think, that are doing pure oils. But some of the companies that you start researching, they won't, you can't figure out what or how their distillation process is used. So if you can't find the answer, that would be a company that I would want to stay away from. Or if you find a company that all of their bottles are the exact same price, or you get these really big bottles of lavender for $19 and the bottle of pure lavender is $100, also $19, but it's tiny. And I'm making up prices here. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head. But you have to question, how is that possible? And it really is about the purity. I'll also tell you, in those big bottles, I often see a big dropper, and it said you have to use multiple drops or a whole big dropper full of stuff. In the Young Living, literally a drop or two is all you need to create the diffusion or to rub on your skin and make a big inhalation of the things that you're trying to address. So it doesn't take much, but the quality means everything. We also know that with Young Living, in this seed to seal process, they have a variety of tests and requirements for the quality of the oils that they will use. So there's a couple of oils that are periodically out of stock, and it's because the crop did not produce either enough for them to continue the distribution at that time, and they have to wait to the next season or to the next quality of crop, or it failed to pass some testing of quality that they require. And what happens then is they won't use those oils. They won't even sell them to anyone else. They are basically turned back into the earth to use to make nutrient-rich soil that, again, has never been exposed to chemicals of any kind to grow new and future crops. So it is truly now something that I have come to value and to appreciate, that I can trust the quality of oils that I'm bringing into my home for my personal use. I'm sharing it with friends and family, and I don't want to share with other people things that I cannot trust. So me and my dogs, my family, we are really starting to embrace that there is a huge variance in quality, and we're going for the best that we can to make sure that we're doing the best that we can for our bodies. So take a look at youngliving.com, look up their seed to seal information and their videos, and I think you will find that there is real integrity there, and it is something that you want to make sure you are embracing as you begin your essential oils journey. Have a great day.